How this place, so where he actually has his office, you get office space and then you build the structure for yourself. So how was that for you?
To start with, I had to pay like 3 months on an empty space. I mean, how does that work? So I asked myself, how does that work? And then I had to build it.
Yeah.
So I brought in the first fully to build. I paid him a substantial amount of money, and then he took off, not finishing the job.
Wow.
So I'm stuck there. I didn't have any tiles. So I talked to a friend who works in a tiles and something company exporting. That was the import. They told me, you have these low class tiles you can buy. They're cheap. They're different colors, but you can start with that. So I said, yeah, I'll go for that. So we did the floors. We didn't have the doors. I used to come and just feel like, I just want to quit, you know.
Yeah.
There's nothing, no internet. Safaricom guys used to come and say, when are you installing the internet? I say, no, wait fast, I don't have a door here.
So you had like office space without a door?
Nothing, no.
Even the one for outside?
Nothing, no table, nothing. I didn't have anything. I finished all my savings. Yeah, so we started off just a few safaris. I do one safari, send my cousin to buy a desk in somewhere in Ontario Road. Okay.
Sorry.
Do another safari, buy a door. Wait for another few months, do another safari and buy more tables. Then finally I bought my friends actually. I went back to the States. That was after 4 years. And they told me, Eric, you still have the same laptop? I said, yeah. I said, I think you need a new one.
Yeah.
So we went to these Mart. Big stores here, big store there. To Costco's, I think that's where we went to. They told me, Eric, choose any laptop you want. So I was like, which one do I choose now?
Reduced to that.
I was so confused.
Yeah.
So I didn't choose anything. So the next month, before I came back to Kenya, to the country, I had a Lenovo Flex 5. So I had 2 laptops now. So the old one, I gave it to one of my IT guys. So that went on and on, and then we bought another laptop. So it's been a slow process. But you don't give up.
Yeah, I think that's the one thing I admire about you so much is that I think I kept the office and it's like, actually me, these stairs, I'm showing a picture of the stairs. And it's like, you know, the stairs, they were the Mabak show, if you said. And I'm like, oh my god, this looks so nice, this is so amazing. Like, I thought it was creativity. But
just the scrap, the leftovers, no one wants to buy different patterns, different colors. Yeah.
And I think, as in for me, I'm just like, wow, like, it looks so creative. I don't think somebody would come and think, oh, Umse Manzai Shiva. Like, you think, oh, he was really creative and all those things. And that's something I really admire. So tell us how you got your first car now.
Wow, I got my first car. We had a safari of 18 plants coming from the States. And it was a good time to think about buying one safari jeep. So all the profit I had saved could put on a deposit for the safari jeep. So I said, I'm not going to spend this money on buying something unnecessary or fancy clothes or moving to a better apartment. So all that money I put it down for a down payment for safari jeep. And that's how we had our first safari Land Cruiser. Yeah.
And so far, how many do you have?
So far, we have 3 Land Cruisers. Thank God for that, and we thank our supporters, our friends, our travelers who really come through for us. Yeah.
And I think you really have the spirit of resilience in you, like, and people actually believed in you. So it makes me question about the kind of people that I actually surround myself with. Because now I'm thinking, if maybe we have friends who we just go out and party, and that's the life we used to, there comes to a time now where you have to make those decisions in your life. Can these people actually support me? And like your story, you keep mentioning, my friends believed in me, my friends did this. And like even to any person out there, really check the type of circle that you're having. Because they're the people who can crush that dream, or they're the people who can build a dream with you, you know. So yeah, that's a challenge for us as young people. Like, who are our circle of friends? Can they believe in us? Can they shape you? Can they build you? You know, yeah. So what's the amazing, like, less story unasemanga manze ile story yenyewe unakaa chini unacheka tu, so ilikuwa fala ilikuwa ujinga. Yeah, like one thing, yani maybe an entrepreneurial mistake that you made, and you're like, now looking at it, you're like, that was stupidity.
Yeah, I think putting down money, the savings we had from my mom's and it's herself, when we bought some tattoo, that was the worst mistake we did. Now I'm always regretting about it, but I can never go back.
Yeah,
it was a learning curve. And just to advise the young people who want to be entrepreneurs, just love what you're doing, find something that you love, singing, acting, just do it 100%.
Just that you just because you mentioned about love what you're doing, do you think now, as in the current situation of our nation,
because pick it up.
Oh, because of the current situation we're having in our nation, where there's so many, the rate of unemployment in Kenya is, oh my god, like, it's crazy. So, and now people are turning to entrepreneurs, like the online shops, wase wanauza, yani, it's crazy, you know, like people are finding, how can I survive in this generation? And my biggest fear is that most of us are entering into entrepreneurship, not because we love it, but because we are looking for a way out. So what is your advice? Because sometimes I think point tumefika, we are doing anything to survive.
Yeah.
Not that I love it. It's different from your times, because you guys were entering into entrepreneurship because I love this. But for us, it's now I'm entering into entrepreneurship because I'm escaping something. I need to survive. I'm escaping the reality that, you know, yeah.
I mean, just finding something you love. I'm sure everybody loves something. Maybe you love reading books. You can read books to kids. You can start a library. You know, there's so many things you can do. Something that you love. Because me, I love playing football a lot. And football didn't bring anything for me. But I still do something for football.
Exactly the point. So I may love something, but it's bringing nothing in my pocket, you know? So, and it's really, for me, it's something that I have such a burden for, because the rates of unemployment are leading people into depression, into suicide, and we're being told, like, you know, now we've been brought up into an education system where we have to, you know, you're working hard to be employed by somebody. That's the system that we're being taught, because school unajuanga soma, I'm teaching you to write reports, that when you go to your boss, you know how to write reports, you know, all these things. But like when you come here, that's a different reality. Like somebody has been out of school 10 years, no employment, you've written CVs, you've done everything. You've gone back to school, done your master's, written CVs, nothing. Done your PhD, written CVs, nothing. You know, how, you know, the state of mind for that person. how is the state of mind for that kind of a person?
I mean, it's tough. Though, one thing I'll always tell you that find something you love to do. That's where success is, no else.
And if it's not doing anything relatable,
somehow it will come through one day. Just have patience. Patience pays. Patience pays, yeah.
So at this point, like, what's the legacy? What's the story that you want to leave behind on ESA Safaris?
I mean, just how we started from humble backgrounds, from nothing. And we've done so much for other people in the society. Because our safaris entails bringing in the community and empowering them through different initiatives, like we're building a library in one of the primary schools in the village. We've been supplying sanitary towels to the help of our travelers, because we rope them in and tell them, oh, we need to do this, can you help us? Like the library, people donated books. Like for the sanitary towels, people donating cash, and we buy sanitary towels, we take them to different parts of the country. So for me, it's all about impacting something positive to the society, giving back. And that's all ESA Safaris. I want ESA Safaris to be remembered with. We brought in friends, and those friends were able to change lives for so many people in our country.
And I think that's a really interesting aspect which most of us do not have. The aspect of it's more than just me. It's for a greater good. That whatever you're doing, whatever you're dedicating, it's not for you, but it's for a greater good. It's like the army, have the army spirit, the army of, its duty and honor and country. So I think those are the three values that guide soldiers. It's my duty to my country, it's honor to my country, and loyalty to my country. So even like if you're planning to get into entrepreneurship, it's not about you anymore. It's about your work to others, your service to the community. So it's letting go of yourself and giving it to others. So yeah, we're just about to wind up this. So I want to ask you, so how was COVID for you?
COVID.
Considering that you're an outdoor company, hotels went down,
Yeah, COVID has changed a lot. I remember the last trip we had was in March 18, the big group from the United States, basically from North Carolina. And then immediately when they left the country, everything was closed, the airspace was closed, and I was confused. We didn't know what to do now. we had to think. First of all, I was closing down this place. So I told my workers, I can't keep you, we have to close for a few months and see how things are. And I kept staying positive, like when is the vaccine coming through? And my friend told me, such a pandemic can last up to 2 years. So you have to start thinking of something else, something different to do. And I was really willing to start anything. I remember when I went to the States in September, and I was thinking like having a taco truck, selling tacos on the streets of Nairobi. I mean, I got some money because people need to eat.
Yeah.
Selling mandazis on the streets, and I was ready to start all over again. So we closed until June, when the president removed some of the restrictions of movement around the city. And we started doing mostly local travelers, selling Nairobi National Park, city tours, and it's been picking up slowly. For me, COVID has been a learning curve.
I think for everyone, it's been a learning curve.
You don't need to depend on the European or American market. You just need to diversify. Kenyans have been so nice to us, and a lot of new travelers they're appreciating our packages, and I'll keep on marketing locally and also internationally when things reopen. Yeah.
So what's the one great lesson that COVID has taught you?
Don't put your eggs in one basket. Try and diversify. Like, if I could have something else on the side, things could have been much easier. But it was tough, and also friends came through for us. I mean, we had some of the asset finance, the vehicles, some of them we are paying loan. They helped me pay up some of the installments, and some of the money we used to open up some other kind of businesses that can sustain us, keep the family healthy, feeding, well clothed. I would say I've learned a lot, and I thank God for the friends He just sent me all my life. I'm so grateful for them.
So, one question, can you say you get into a place of success? Like you may achieve success, Sasa? Can you say that?
Not really.
Why?
I feel like my success will come from the projects that I've initiated. Until we've touched so many lives out there, I think that I'll be satisfied. Like right now, I say we are trying to do a library in Kindu Bay. So when we're done the library, I'll be the happiest man alive. We're also starting an NGO through a friend that will be helping bright needy students from across the country, pay for their school fees up to college, up to university. For me, if I can achieve both things, I'll be satisfied.
Wow. I think I just listen to you sometimes and it's like wow. I'm just like wow, because I think for so many of us it's about ourselves. And I think even for me it's always been how can I enrich myself, how can I get more money for myself. But when you realize it's for a greater purpose, whatever you're doing should always be for a greater purpose. That should always be your driving force. And I just want you to give like maybe a parting shot, your advice to maybe a young person who's like, here I am, I want to be an entrepreneur, I don't know where to start, I don't have funds, I don't know where to start, but I have an idea.
I mean, for me, like I said, friends came through. I didn't expect such friends to come through, buying me laptops and help me out market. When I go to the States, I didn't have to spend a coin paying for the hotels and all that. So they came through and it made things easier for me. I could market easily, they arrange things. For me, just be honest. Be honest with yourself, be honest with others. Work hard, things will happen. Those are the simple things I can always tell you, but be honest, work hard, and stay positive. Things will happen for you.
So he has so many projects going on. So I let him tell us what he's planned for this month. Yeah, and guys, if you wanna go on a safari, manze, hit him up. Let's grow his business. Let's support Kenyan brands. Yeah, so I let him. He has a few projects planned for this month, and some coming in the next month. So I let him just tell you a few things that he's planned. Of course, if you're following me on Instagram, you've seen I've been resharing some of the events and the projects that he's currently doing. So yeah, I just let him talk about one or a few, and then we leave the details in the description bar just in case you feel like you want to go on the safari, take your better half, take your family, take your kids. Yeah, you can always hit him up.
Thank you very much. So we have a few trips that we have lined up. In March, we're going to Curator Forest. It's an amazing outdoor adventure. You can bring your family, your kids, and every age group can come there and have fun. It's on the what day, March?
On the 28th.
On the 28th of March.
Yeah.
So we're having that. It's only 1,900 shillings. That caters for your transport and your lunch. So we have Zumba, we have free photography. On the 20th of March, we also have something coming out down at the Carnivore restaurant. So we have promoted Reggae in the Sun. So I'm one of the partners. Come down, check our desk for some more exciting activities that we've lined up for Easter and also for Labor Day. And we can share more that we have lined up for the rest of the year. Yeah, really appreciate it.
So guys, I really enjoyed this session. I think for me, my pointers or my takeouts from this session is just like keep going, be resilient, work hard, work smart, know your circle. As in, I don't know how I can emphasize that point, but your circle literally determines the person that you're gonna be. So his story, he kept mentioning about his friends came through for him. So I think it's very important for us to be strategic on who are our friends. Be content. I think for him, he was in a season of contentment. Be ready to learn, you know, keep going. I think life is a journey of learning. So guys, I really enjoyed this episode. I hope you really enjoyed the episode too. And that will be all for today. Until next time, guys, goodbye. Have a lovely time. Now that you're good enough, you're loved, and you've got this. Till next time, guys. Bye-bye.